Alright, welcome back to the FC26 career modes. This time around, Dan the Man will be taking on US Boulogne? I'm not entirely sure about this one, and I didn't look up how to pronounce their name, but they are 1-star rated on this game. Dan the Man is finally taking on France, and this team is so lowly, the board expectations are just not to finish last. So hopefully I can achieve that with Dan the Man here, and maybe even get a decent spot on the table our first season. Now, unlike usual, I'm probably going to use the Youth Academy quite a bit, simply because of the weird thing with the dressing room. I don't know why the dressing room can get so negative so quickly. So honestly, Youth Academy is the easiest way to solve that. And yeah, also no unexpected events. That was really annoying last time. Yes, it adds a bit more depth to it, but 99% of the time, it was just something negative. Oh, boss, I have family emergency. I have to leave. Oh, boss, I'm sick. You have to quarantine me. Oh, boss, I've just clashed with my teammate and now I'm out for 4 months. Like, in training. Like, what? The only other unexpected event was like, oh, you get to keep the money from last season, which usually happens anyways, and if it doesn't happen, it's whatever. Or it'll be like, oh, we're not keeping the money for next season, so spend it all. Literally useless, by the way. Like, it doesn't matter. I think I used Deeper Sim last time around as well. Not needed. So, obviously we do no sacking, because I don't want to get sacked, to be honest, while playing through this game. Gameplay type is competitive. I don't play the game unless it's a big final or I really feel like it's necessary. Most times it's not. Everything is the same. There are gonna be no international jobs though. Please do not offer me those jobs. Please, please, please. Sterling as always. Youth Academy's on. No unexpected events. Looks good to me. But yeah, unexpected events are like cool, I guess, but they would only be cool if I was like playing through every game. Most of the time, it's just a hindrance and it comes out of nowhere. And I am just like really not down with it. Here are my other saves, by the way. There's the icon save I did the other day, which I'm actually just going to write over pretty soon because I don't need it anymore. So here's Dan the Man. He's arrived. Look at him. League 2. He's ready to take it on. He's got a suit and tie. Well, not a suit and tie, but he's got a tie this time around. Bit strange looking, but there he is. Ready to take on France for the first time in his career. He's taken on Germany. He's taken on Spain. He's taken on England. And he's taken on Italy. Finally, France has arrived. As for the Youth Academy, I do have like the ultimate version of this game, so I probably have a decent prospect in here, but you never know. I mean, that's how the older games used to work, right? You used to get like a free, really good homegrown talent. It was cool, I guess. It was kind of cheese, but it doesn't really matter nowadays because of regens. Also, I'll take 1 regen in this game. Normally, I don't take regens. Normally, I don't do any of that stuff. I think it's really boring to take regens. 5-4-1. I'm changing this. I didn't do it with Havels, and I think that was a major issue. But I just want to try this formation in general. And it's going to be the 4-5-1 instead of the 5-4-1. And I'm going to be running 4-5-1 flat, probably. Maybe even 4-5-1 attack, depending on how I feel. 4-5-1 flat, it is honestly a really balanced formation, in my opinion. And you can have the wingers come in as essentially almost like a 4-2-3-1. Where you have one center mid push forward and the rest of them fall back. You know, it's classic stuff. So we're going to do inside forward attack. Actually, we're going to have the middle defender probably get forward on attack. And the 2 probably just playing playmakers who play kind of a double pivot here. Both playing build up. It's a bit strange, I will admit. Like, it's not like the most balanced formation ever. And fullbacks are going to be on full defend. I don't want them to get too forward. Yeah, I mean, there's no need to have fullbacks who are attacking when we have wings like that. And we should have 2 center midfielders who play out to them. And if they don't play out to them, they play to the cam, or the pseudo cam at least, who will then play out to whoever he feels like. Hopefully that works out. I doubt it will. You know, the formation doesn't really matter in the sim too much as long as it's not like super terrible, which I think last time around with Havels it was like a 5-3-2-1 or like a 5. It was really, really strange. It was a 2-striker 5-back formation. Just not really what you want, to be honest. Quickly gonna look at our budget. £2 million is nothing to scoff at, to be honest, in our first season. Gonna be looking through the free agents because a lot of the times I try my hand at like developing talents, but that really only works if you're playing the game. So I think I just look at the free agents. Players like Roberto Alvarado will not join. I've tried that in my personal saves. They don't want to join a lower team like that. Memphis Depay is available. Hey, would you like to join? That is interesting. Very interesting, I won't lie. I don't think he'll join, but that's an interesting one. But yeah, I'm going to try to avoid regens, which there already are regens by the time you start the game. But someone like this, Frederick Jensen, he fits the role perfectly. And whilst he won't be like forever starting, you know, he's there. Like some of these Mexican players who do not have any clubs because the Mexican league is not in this game are really decent. Like Malagon, decent keeper. Diego Lainez had a lot of potential a few years back, but really didn't fulfill it as much as people would probably have hoped. Anyways, you know, there's some of these like decent looking players. Reyes, Romo, Ruiz. Wow, that guy looks really good actually. Do you think he wants to join? Let me just try it. Oh my god, what? Okay, this is cheese. If I get him, I'm not signing anyone else because this feels way too good. Crucial, I guess. I mean, he's surely going to be better than the entirety of the squad. So I'm just going to pay him as much as you'd like. Please give me a range. Because if not, I'm going to pay you like 50 grand a week and hope for the best. Oh my god, I'm paying him almost everything I have. We're broke. Okay. How would you like 25,000 pounds a week with 60,000 pounds bonus? I think I might have overpaid him quite a lot. If he's anywhere in the like mid to high 70s range, I think that's a fine payment amount. But if he's like in the low 70s, I think I definitely overpaid a ton. So we'll see in a second where he sits. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm happy with the amount we're paying him. And I won't be signing anyone else because that's a crazy signing. Come on, that's not realistic at all. He would never join. I mean, you know, the Mexican league does look into expanding to the European leagues. That's something they want to do quite a bit. And in fact, would not surprise me if that's something that happened in real life. But that is a crazy signing. I mean, come on. He is gonna be immense. I mean, he looks really good, to be honest. He looks really, really nice. He's got a playstyle as well. Hopefully that develops into a playstyle plus once he gets to 85 plus. But you never know. I'm trying to find a proper center mid. This team mostly has CDMs, which is understandable because they were playing a very defensive formation beforehand. And yeah, I'm going to save the rest of the money for the youth academy, actually, because we have a scout. And he's not like the best scout ever, but we can hold on to him. We also have 600k left, which is not a lot. But yeah, I'm just going to send out this scout to, I don't know, Europe. Going to look for a Croatian, I guess, for 6 months. And mostly looking for center mids at this point. I think center mids are very important. So a center mid, really just center mid. Really focus on that. Deep line playmaker. Because we already have our playmaker kind of sorted out with Ruiz, I believe his name was. He looks really, really solid. And I'm really excited to see how he does this season. He should be farming against these Frenchmen in the lower leagues. But as I was saying earlier, it's not like the craziest transfer in real life. I could totally see a Mexican league player in his youth with a good amount of potential going over to a lower league in Europe. This sounds really bad, but like the Dutch league, much higher level in my opinion. I mean, in realistically anyone's opinion than League 2 in France. But they go to like some of the lower leagues, sometimes even going to places like La Liga 2. And it's not too uncommon, so it's not like the craziest transfer ever. So I'm not gonna say day one, wow, this is completely unrealistic. It is gonna be unrealistic at some point. But I don't think that day is today. If you do disagree, though, I really wouldn't argue too much with you, simply because it's kind of true. But gonna sell some of these older players, except Martin. Actually, okay, yeah, Martin can stay. Like some of these guys are just way too old. They've got to leave the club. Like Kone is our starting keeper, I believe. Yes, he is. But like, I don't mind playing someone like, I don't even know who I would play. Man, they all suck, dude. So hopefully we can get some of these sales through. I mean, unless we win this preseason tournament, no new money is coming through. And if we do win it and get some extra couple of M's, oh no, we don't get M's. We get 600k if we do win. But if we do get that money, maybe I sign another free agent, look for something nice, something juicy. Here we go. Duflos. Okay, here's something that I'm going to try. I'm going to try something outlandish here. 320,000 pounds, which is way overpay in my opinion. 270 is where you sit. Okay, what about 300,000? 280. Okay, we're going to take 280. So he's not going to move any more than that. And then this one, we're going to try something like 230. Yeah, 230. Really put the heat on this one. Okay, never mind. Let's not put the heat on him. All right, let's try this one. Let's go again with the plus 50,000. Go 220, which is way over his market value. 170 is where you sit. Okay, what about 200? 180. We're going to take it. So hopefully those transfers go through. Bit of extra money for the club. And as always, with the start of career mode, it's very exciting. What a coincidence. We play our former club, or Dan's former club, the club he just managed to a treble after about 11 years, Havels. So let's see if the old club can best the new one. I don't think it will, to be honest. Havels is not a great squad, and plus we have a... Okay, never mind. Wow. So we lose to the old club. Let's just pretend like those were future treble winners. We know their future. And wow, this team is getting tossed around. Stuttgart 2, not even the main team. Wow, okay. They did not win nor draw a single game. They are pretty bad. I mean, you look at the squad, they're pretty bad. They are. But I didn't expect them to be, well, that bad. So, yeah, interesting. Anyways, I'm going to look around a little bit for any players that might be interesting. So oh wow, okay. So the starting striker is actually quite promising. I don't think he's got any tagline. He doesn't. I do want to re-sign him. No. Okay, I'm going to work on that throughout the season. No problem. I want to re-sign him really bad because he's quite young. He's already starting for the club. And if he somehow gets like dynamic potential throughout the season or something, it could be an exciting look. It could be one of the first players in these rebuilds, in these career modes, that I actually keep throughout the entire thing. Here's another one. 22 years of age. Pretty promising. I'm going to reject this offer because I actually quite like the way he looks. That's been rejected because I was too late on that. 25. Ooh, if we develop this guy into a center mid, maybe another option. He's quite old. 21 is not old, but like, you know, he's not going to get like crazy jumps in potential, which isn't entirely true. I've seen it happen with much older players, like 25 years old. Like last time around with Havels, I think I signed a CDM who was like 27. He grew to in one season, and that's kind of where he capped out. But he grew quite quickly, and it was exciting to see. As for Boltel, I'm going to hold on to both of them just because I'm going to block those. I'm feeling like I want to keep a lot of the center midfield depth around for this first season. But for sure, Capuano, gonna look out to keep him. Platret looks nice. Vatar looks okay too. Boyer, I might drop in place for a younger lad. So this guy looks quite young. 23, he is quite young. But where's the other guy I just saw? Kouassi, 59 overall, 22 years of age. He looks very interesting. And honestly, I like it. Yeah, our backline isn't too old, 24-25, and we've got a 21-year-old keeper who might be able to grow quite a bit through this season. So there's that. Yeah, Boltel. You know what? Let's drop him for Binet. Is that the guy? Yeah, 21-year-old Binet. Gonna develop Binet into a center mid. Basically just train him in a center mid role, and hopefully that will properly bring him to the position, and it should be good. So I think that's where I'm gonna stop for this portion of the season. Not much for me to do. I'm going to try to manage the squad quite a bit in the first season. I get a little lazy later on, but hopefully I manage them quite well. I'm going to try to re-sign the Capuano guy because he looks really promising. And again, like I said, he could be the first ever like starting 11 player that I keep from the very first squad. Although that also happened with Real Sociedad B, but I don't really count that because those B teams have a lot of talent already. I think he had like a tagline of like showing great potential by the time I open the game, so it doesn't count in my opinion. But this one, like, if he blossoms in a season or two, he could be quite good. So let's just see what happens with him. I'm going to send it straight to the end of the season, as I honestly CBA to do anything midpoint, plus there's no unexpected events, and there's nothing to really play for besides surviving. So I will see you at the end of the season. Hopefully Ruiz does well for us, maybe even like our main player, but Capuano, hopefully he like services Capuano. I need to see Capuano perform. So yeah, I'll see you there. Hopefully it's all good, and I'm excited. All right, arriving at the season's end. Not looking too great, to be honest, but as long as we're not last, we've technically fulfilled the board's questions. Not questions. Oh, we're dead last. Okay. Wow, we did the one thing the board told us not to do. And if we have a look at the squad, well, Capuano. Oh, Ruiz is looking really nice. Everyone else is not looking great. Rylot is very angry, although he looks decent. By the way, we sold one of the center backs because he did not want to stick around. And yeah, this is kind of cucked. This guy's lost 5 overall throughout the season. Boltel is gone. I mean, I've lost quite a bit. Hold on, what's up with Rylot though? Whoa, why is his playtime so low? He's quite good. Okay, I should switch him to center back properly because he's clearly doing well at center back. I put him there because I knew he could play the position, but I guess the game just didn't recognize him. I'm gonna have to fix that. I'll fix his contract. I'll fix everything about him. But like, dead last, not great. Obviously, Ruiz is unhappy with the performance, but looking at his stats, he put up 7 goals, very respectable, and was the only one to make 37 appearances, which is quite a lot. Where is our goalkeeper? 10 appearance. Oh my god, they played the old guy over him for the most part. Okay, he's coming up though. It's a mess, you know. That's the one thing. I really, really wish this game had just a slider, you know, of how likely he should be appearing. And I can just switch the slider for the youth players. Like, I don't want this older guy. He's going to regress throughout the season, and he's going to end up worse than the younger guy. But, oh no, wait a second. Was Capuano injured? He might have been injured. 5 goals. Bit disappointing from the striker there. 10 goals from this Fatar kid. Okay, we kind of have a Wonderkid here. Not really, but, you know, I take what we can get. He had the most goals for the team. Very solid. Yeah, it looks like he was... Yeah, he must have been injured because this guy's way low overall, even though he looks decent. And this guy looks okay too, at a cam. Could play center mid. Okay, let's switch him to center mid because I think... Ooh. Oh. Maybe not. Oh, his defending sucks. Oh, no. Okay. Just keep working. I'll put him like holding. Hopefully that helps or something. I mean... He just doesn't really fit the position that well. I think I'd rather put Ruiz there, even though Ruiz isn't that good at it either. But Net is still not in the right position, apparently. This is confusing. But I like this kid. He looks okay in that position. Not amazing, but he looks all right. Kapanga and Rylot have sort of held it down, trying their best here. It's not a great season. I don't know what to blame it on. I guess the keeper. The keeper was not supposed to be there. He was supposed to be sold, but he never got an offer, unfortunately. So he is supposed to be leaving very soon, hopefully. I guess not. We have lost a lot of players. I tried. I'm going to be honest. They didn't ever open up to re-signing. So, you know, that's that. It is what it is. We lose some of them, but we still got some of the prospects here and there. Honestly, this guy went under the radar for me. Not Boltel. He started way too many games, to be honest. This guy, Boito? I don't know. Either way, he looks good. Ruiz, I wasn't really paying attention. I should have managed a bit better. Capuano looks good. Very good from Capuano. He got injured, though. I'm like almost certain he got injured. So, like, we can blame it on that as well. Injuries have plagued us a bit. But where's the other guy? Panet. Can I just move him to CM? Like, why is he so bad? Oh, his shooting is bad. That's why. But he's going to be playing like in a double pivot. He doesn't need to shoot that often. Okay, I mean, I don't even know what to fix with him. I guess I just put him on balance for now. That's really all I can do. Hope for the best, I guess. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully his shooting develops. I think at a 50, he should be good, to be honest. 50 overall in the shooting department, and he should be fine. Once he's there, I think it's fine. Plus, the dribbling needs some work. Just gonna leave him on that for a bit. And Boito, I really want to say something else for his name, but that's just not his name, is it? His defending is woeful, but we can work on it. It's not too bad. I mean, it's salvageable. More so than... I mean, they're both salvageable, let's be real. Either way, first season is about as expected. I forgot about the youth scout. I cannot lie, but it's okay. You know what? There was nothing there. I checked it for a couple of months. It was garbage. Let's be real. Yeah, I'm going to keep this Rylot kid. He looks good, especially at center back. Hopefully, he turns it around next season in terms of like happiness or whatever. But that's the end of this first season. And I'm really hoping to get this one done within 7 because it's League 2. We have one league to be promoted to. It's a League On. And then once we're there, we just have to qualify for Champions League and then just have a nice, clean season where we win the, what is it called? I don't even know what it's called. Cup French? The French Cup? I swear it's just called like the French Super Cup or something like that. And then UCL League. Simple, right? So I think it should be a lot simpler this one than it was Bundesliga because we had to go through 3 to 2, then to 1, and then, you know, had to build up to winning the Pokal, which is a tough one to win, to be honest, with teams like Bayern, Borussia Dortmund, and Leverkusen. But in the Cup of France, really all we have to do is beat PSG. There's some others that could be tough, but let's be real. Once we build a good enough team, it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, that's the end of this one. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you for watching the video. Look forward to the next one. Should be in a couple of days. And hopefully it goes a lot better than this one did. But yeah, see ya.